The position on the board is just like crazy, though. Yeah, my dude. That might be lethal right now. Yeah, happen. Yeah, boy. Oh my god, 1 HP, bro. Hello, welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my, bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. Okay, so today we're trying this new deck out there, which is a Zerg Demon Hunter. The deck that I was looking for to actually try, just solely because of this card, Creep Tumor. For me, this card can actually escalate really fast. You can like kill the opponent as soon as turn 4 if you have like a good start. And the whole idea is that you have like this Creep Tumor going on for you, and you have Mutalisk that actually do a lot of damage to someone's face as soon as they get out on the board. And if you have like a lot of those, like 2 at, like for example in your hand under a Creep Tumor, that might be just like a lethal turn 5 if you have like all of those buffed Mutalisks and stuff. But usually I expect this deck to actually kill opponent like as soon as turn like 6-8, something like this. It depends on how much pressure you get in the early game. It depends on like if you have like all of those Battlefiends, spawning pools, and all of the good stuff going on for you in an early game. But you still have a pretty good win condition even in a late game with a standalone body out there, which is extremely important considering that you have like a Metamorphosis for you to boost like 10 damage instantly, right? With a body out there, and you have a Kerrigan, you know. Kerrigan has a really strong hero power. You have like all those Zergs going on for you, and if you are Kerrigan and you just like spend 2 extra mana for a single body, you spawn a lot of like Zergs, like a small ones, the small pieces, and you just like can do crazy amount of damage into someone's face and the board, right? So this is kind of like the aggression I was looking for when I'm thinking about like a Demon Hunter, and I think that might just work at some point. Like you have a through Fel and Flames for your Hive Queen on turn 3, which might be strong. You have like a Gorgonzormu for you to pair it out with a Lurker, so you have like a lot of minions on the board. You don't really need like a huge cheese. You can like do that for 2 drops and you're just like good to go. But I guess for you to do actually a 3 drop with a cheese like a Gorgonzormu might be extremely important, because you might get Zergs out there, right? You might get a Hive Queen, you might get an Investor from a 3 mana cheese, so 3 drops cheese, right? So you basically want to play Gorgonzormu out and wait for a couple of turns for you to spawn 3 drops, I would say. 1 drops are pretty good for you because you can get like those 1 drops that you have, but you know, when it comes to like 2 drops, usually that is not like something that you want, like considering your archetype. But sometimes for you to actually apply an early pressure, that might be just enough, right? Because you can do that on turn 3-4, you know, like depending on when Gorgonzormu goes out, and that might be just enough amount of pressure for you to set up a Mutalisk lethal and all of that. So as far as it is, we have to try that out. It looks pretty aggressive for me. It looks pretty like, you know, like it looks like a working deck right there, like, right? It looks like a working deck that can high roll and win easily. So let's jump right in. Oof. I guess considering that we are kind of like aggro, I don't really want this card and I don't really want this card, just specifically because those cards paired with a single-own body right there, right? With a single-own body might just win you a game in a mid-game, but it's not like something that you want in an early game so far. So let's throw those out. And let's go. Let's try that out. Oh, a Kayn. Well, Kayn is not like something that we want, obviously. We'll see. Kayn is not like a good card against specifically a Death Knight, right? Specifically a Death Knight. Oh my, Sock Puppet. That's pretty good. Okay, let's go. I think I will, like, you know, leave this Fel and Flames for a Spirit. I kind of want Zerg next turn to clear as much as possible. Okay, that's good. That's pretty good. So we'll clear away everything. We'll clear everything out, and let's see what's up. Crypt Tumor is probably a good one, good pickup for us because we have a Zergling at least. That's, you know, that's kind of like important. A Death Knight without a board is a really slow deck overall. They might have explosive turns on turns like 6 if they don't really have the chance to stick on the board. But we will see, right? We will see. An extra damage one. I guess that is fine. Well, that's kind of like an extra damage though. We can do a Zergling out there without any remorse, right? It's not like we need a Crypt Tumor, but like right now. Let's see what's up. Have a Kayn here, but we don't really have too much of a damage, and it's like, you know, that's a little pity. So 7, 8, 11, 13 damage. Only 13 damage right now. Ooh, goes for Benelings already, okay. And even more. Oh my god. That was a mistake, obviously. Because now he has to sacrifice an extra Zerg. Well, unfortunately, we don't really have a board right now. Because he had this little city out there. Do we... Do we like do a Crypt Tumor out there? Chaotic Flame HS. Hey there, my dude. Welcome to the stream. Do we like do a Crypt Tumor just because we can? Is a my dude? Just because we can, like, why not, right? But I guess I kind of want like this coin in case we top deck like a Kerrigan at some point, right? Yeah, I kind of want a coin here, I think. Oh, that is strong. Well, at least it is not for us to actually spend extra for mana, but... Mutalisk, go on. That is strong. Ah! Top 100. Here's the man, dude. Top 100, bro. Top 100 plays out there. So what do we want? You know... It's kind of like... Better like... We can save everything, right? We can save everything out. Let's do that. This is kind of like a good turn for us. It's a lot of damage into his face. We kind of like have a board. Hero power obviously solves things out for him, but you know, that is at least something. There is some kind of pressure. But we need a good top deck. We need like one. We need another Mutalisk, Lurker, Metamorphosis, or Nydus Worm, right? That's a lot of cards that we kind of like okay to have. Gorgonzormu is awesome. Hive Queen is awesome. Like a lot of cards actually provide us like even quick picks that is kind of like decent for us, right? A lot of cards give us a huge amount of boost here. Not a Crypt Tumor, unfortunately for us. Not a Crypt Tumor at all. I guess we're still playing in case we top deck a Mutalisk for an instant win, right? Gonna lurk while I climb ladder? Yeah, welcome my dude. Welcome my dude. Always happy to hear that. Always happy to hear that. Well, that is usually what I do, like before. Just like switch on another stream on the background and just like, you know, play some ladder. Oh my god, BBU. BBU dude, really? Well, that's kind of like solves it, right? There's zero chance, like with top decks like this, there's like zero chance we can do anything there. Okay, let's move on to another game. That was fine. We jumped into like one of those like few DKs that can actually have a heal, have a heal, and we didn't draw that well, right? Unfortunately. We had our chance here. He was pretty low, but we could just like top deck a Mutalisk, and if he doesn't have a heal at this specific turn, if he top deck a Mutalisk, we just like win instantly. Or whatever he plays out, so happens, right? Could be better, could be worse. Hive Queen is kind of decent. Let's do that. Sometimes Hive Queen might just like win you a game by itself. If the opponent just like doesn't find an answer to it. Okay, that's pretty decent for us. That's a pretty decent start, I would say. Let's see if that plays out. In the previous game, we just like top deck really bad cards, consecutive turns, and that is like, you know, there's something against that you don't really want to see him. Let's do something like this. I kind of want to Hive Queen to survive here. And if that is an FFU, they might run Frost Strikes. You might just like completely ignore a sock puppet and might just like go into a Hive Queen and clear it off with a Frost Strike, and I don't really want that. I want those extra larvas in my hand. That is like extremely important for us so far. So what do we want here? Quick pick is good enough, but I guess this is a little better. Mutalisk, pretty cheap. Hive Queen, pretty cheap. Okay. It's pretty good. We're probably removing that guy just like for the sake of it. And I think we have to go face here to actually put an opponent as low on health as possible for our Mutalisks to actually murder him at some point, right? Brimstone Buccaneer finally, probably an Infestor after a coin. Smart like this, right? Smart like this. If you have Horn of the Winter into your spread, he doesn't. Okay. We have a lot of strong options out there for us to do something on the board. And what exactly will we do here is probably apply some pressure and roll Buccaneer to 1-1 on the board is kind of like garbage. Okay, let's just do that. Let's do that for now. Let's do this, and let's go. And even more damage out there in his face. That's pretty much how the deck should work, right? That's pretty much how the deck should work. We have a lot of like Hive Queens going on for us, spawning all of those larvas, giving us a lot of resources. We have quick picks to like, you know, to refill our hand, have like everything that we want. He tries to like, you know, fight for his life overall against a rush deck, and that is like a position that we want to actually see when it comes to playing against aggressive decks like a Zerg, right? Like a Zerg DK. Last time we were not that lucky because we were kind of like playing against ourselves there with bad cards in our hand. Infestors, Lurkers, oh my. A lot of good stuff for us, a lot. What do we want here? I kind of want to Infestor out. Maybe a Lurker out is good. I guess a Lurker out is even better. Let's pen some cards. Let's get some stats on the board. We'll go face with everything, just like aggressive like this. Protect our board here a little. Let's see if that plays out, right? Let's see if that plays out well for us.
Eyes on the horizon.
That's gone. Well, that's ambitious, man. A Viper is a GG, right? A Viper should be a GG instantly. Don't really have room for that one, so we just like go here. Let's go face with everything. Come on, I need to hit a phase on. Well, okay, we'll kill next turn, right? Kill next turn. I was hoping not to get a Reska out, right? Any other card would be just like better. Any other card would be just better, and the Healthers card is better for us, but it didn't happen for us so far. But at least he doesn't have a Reska with a Spread Death Rattle, whatever that is, like with a Buccaneer and stuff. So at least he has, like, we have that, right? And the position on the board is just like crazy good so far. The position on the board is just like crazy, you know? Yeah, my dude. Okay, 1-1 against a Death Knight. Well, let me check out the stats real fast here for Mr. Zerg DH, right? For Mr. Zerg DH. So Death Knight is kind of like an unfavorable matchup for us, but the worst matchups for us are Mage, Warlock, and Warrior. Those are like the worst matchups. Everything else is kind of like fine. And this deck is actually really strong. Zerg Demon Hunter actually has like 53.2 win rate against like all the classes, right? Summed up the statistics overall. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Kerrigan versus Anduin. These halls are safe.
Nothing stands in my way.
What is up? Lurker. Lurker is some. Lurker is pretty good. But I don't really want like it right now. It's kind of like a 4-drop. So our plan here is like one. Our plan here is basically like to play this in turn 1, right? Maybe paired up with a coin because we have like a Spirit of the Claw. So there is like 1, 1, and 2, right? So we don't really have anything to play on turn 3, and Lurker is like kind of like a dead card for us, right? So basically, what we want is to throw away a Lurker out and get something like a Hive Queen or a Gorgonzormu so far. So let's just like do that. So let's just like do that for now. Well, Nydus Worm is kind of like okay, an okay pickup. Spawn Pool plus a Zerg Puppet is kind of cool. In turn 1. Oh my, here's a Hive Queen. Yeah, you gotta change your plans. Like I don't, I guess turn 2 like Spirit of the team is kind of like good. Let's go. Let's apply some pressure. Maybe here we'll draw out some resources from him. Let's hope for no Protoss Cannon like turn 2, and I don't know, something crazy with an Orbital, right, on turn 3. Okay, so that's kind of like fun. Let's apply some pressure here. 5 damage into his face, and it's always pleasant to see. Oh, an orbital halo. Huge, huge. Like, do a trade here. I kind of want to trade because I want to like protect my Hive Queen, right? And I don't really want him to have minions on the board. That is important, you know. That is important. Okay, let's just like do that. Let's sacrifice a couple of cards here. Just to protect the Hive Queen, for us to actually have all of those resources for us to play out later, right? Because we have like, you know, as I said, like we have all of this, where is that? We have all of this like creep tumors card. Now we have kind of like locations out there, right, for us to have a rush. So we basically want as many larvas as possible for us to get like Mutalisks, for us to get like more lurkers, for us to actually win out a mid game against like a priest, right? So that is like, you know, there's something for us to consider. We have to like get an early Hive Queen out and try to win out of it, right? Lurker by itself is really, really cool. Do we trade here with a Hive Queen? He has a Protoss cannon, right? But I guess if he had one, he would probably attack... No, he attacked the spirit of the team. That is not like a bad attack though. Not a bad one, I would say. Okay, let's get another lurker out, right? Because we can. Probably need a Russians that one. Or do we? Like, we have a huge 50-50 in such a case, but that might win us in game. But he has Protoss cannon anyway, even if we protect it like this. I guess we're still doing it. Try to roll a 50-50 and didn't work out. Okay. And didn't work out for us. Oh. Definitely. Oh my. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I just, you know, that is probably like the best turn of the wins that could happen for us. We have to get a spawning pool out. That is extremely important. We need to rush as early as possible. We probably need a Nydus Worm to get a Kerrigan out, if that happens for us. Creep Tumor is important. Okay. Creep Tumor is really good. We need that working out for us. Let's sacrifice a Battlefiend just like to save 4 health if it's possible. Or maybe to drive out some resources like a Protoss cannon. Let's sacrifice that guy. Because it has 3 health. The guy really has a good start. Don't get me wrong though. Snake Oil just not to heal us, okay. That's I would say that's a waste, but who am I, right? Okay, he trains. He trains. A Viper for us. A Viper. Oh my god. I don't really have rush. If we get something like an Amonzul, the game is over. I cannot afford to actually do a Viper right there. As unfortunate as it is. So. Let's do a nice and easy clear turn, right? Let's do that. Nice and easy clear turn. Remove all those like cards from the deck, like I mean from the board. Deal some damage into his face. Okay, artists, early artists like this. We don't really have a response, unfortunately. Oh my god. I always forget about them. Then it counts as a 1-drop instantly. Well, we have another Mutalisk here for us to clear the board completely. And that's pretty decent. We have a Nydus Worm here. That is awesome. Let's go. That is just awesome, man. One sec. Let's do something like this, nice and clean. Still have an extra rush right there from location, which is extremely important. The fact that the Demon Hunter like is the only class that can actually have a rush pretty much almost all of the turns that you are actually trying to rush an opponent out, right? And that is pretty cool. And it's like the you know, the pinnacle of this class specifically, and that is something to consider always, right? When you play against a Demon Hunter, because they can interact with the board all the time, obviously. And that is really cool. That is kind of like what makes this class like a potential to actually compete with all of those like Zerg decks and stuff. But the whole idea is that you cannot, like, you don't really have investors trying to buff all of those Zergs out. As you know, that's obviously a downside. Obviously a downside. So Zergs to the rescue, right? Hive Queen has to go 100%. Battlefiend, okay. Spirit of the team fine. This goes here. This guy's going here. Do we go for another Zerg? A single on body is not like something that I want. At least I don't really want that to die, right? Don't really want that to die. Let's probably summon a Zerg. Because why not? Like, potentially we top deck a Kerrigan, and next turn we do like what, a Kerrigan plus a hero power, right? That's like a potential for us. And after that, a single on body plus another hero power here. Oof. Oof. That was something faster, just it doesn't solve things though. Well, it buffs the board heavily, please. You have to do it. Painful. Painful, bro. Oh my god, that is such a bad pickup. Well, let's play it out. Let's play that out, and let's do something like this. Well, he should be able to find a lethal here, right? He should be able to find a lethal here, obviously. No, just like have 5 health. And I cannot like afford to actually, you know, not hit with a face here, unfortunately. It just can't. Like having a 0 something on the board is not like something that I can afford here, unfortunately. 5-4. We have to have like as many minions as possible for us to like potentially, I don't know, get like a Mutalisk, get like a Kerrigan, get all the good stuff. Has to consider position here really much, because you know. But we don't really have a rush for a Mutalisk, right? So doesn't have to. But we might top deck a Crypt Tumor and get a Mutalisk from a Larva. In such a case, he has to consider positioning here. Parkour send for a 0 mana 5/4 rush, okay. It's pretty creepy though. Or I try a count on complaints in here, I'm not sure. Sentry here, okay. I don't believe there is a way I can like deal with 16 deck. Oh, Kayn, right? Kayn top deck for an instant win, right? Kayn top deck for an instant win, bro. Ah, not a Kayn though. Not a Kayn though. Well, at least we have something. At least we have a potential here, eh? We have a Hydralisk, really nice and clean here. Nice and clean though. That might be lethal. right now. Didn't happen. Yeah, boy. Oh my god. 1 HP, bro. 1 HP. And we're exactly at 10.
What to choose?
There's nothing I can do, right? It's just like too huge of a deal. You cannot even kill it, bro. Well, that was a nice one. Anyway, we had our chance here, right? Obviously, one more hit into that one, and we are good to go. And we had like what, 6 hits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 hits. And when he hits 3 out of 6 to land in his face for an instant lethal, or at least everything to land like in a taunt right there, right? In a taunt right there. In such a case, we would be probably able to kill him. Maybe. If everything lands there, we would be able to kill it. And in such a case, we'll just like go face here, maybe clear at least, like, you know, even if you don't really have enough damage. But, you know, whatever that is, the deck was pretty great. I don't know. It kind of felt pretty good. It felt like an alternative, like a substitution for kind of like Zerg decks that you play out. Demon Hunter like showed out off that it can like huddle like crazy and kill you really early. All the games were pretty fast for us. There's no games that went like past turn 10 or whatever that is. But like the deck on itself, I think the best thing about it is the fact that you can actually always be present on a board with a rush, right? And that is extremely important. But considering like the Lurker out there in the Mutalisk, these cards actually give you a way to fight for early boards, even against like huge minions, even against like huge Zergs like from Death Knight, even against like you know, other mid-range control, like kind of like control-ish decks and all of that stuff. So I think this is something for us to consider. And as I said, like it does really well against like paladins, priests, rogues, overall druids, all of those like classes that other you know, others like specific archetypes actually struggle against. And it does really well against shamans too, because you have all of those like as I said, Mutalisks that can, you know, clear the board efficiently. You have Lurkers that can like clear all those like small annoying minions, and you have all of those single bodies for you to actually win out a mid game. So as far as it is, I like the deck, enjoyed it pretty much. Thank you everyone for watching, but that is it for a Zerg Demon Hunter.